Hello, hi friends, myself Halawat Ramesh. Basically, I am from chemical science background. Today topic is protein drug interaction studies. Protein drug interaction studies, you can see the what are the methods using to study the investigation of protein drug interaction studies and what are the applications of protein drug interaction studies and a list of some drugs and some list of what are the factor affecting a protein drug interaction studies, and we can go through the what is pharmacy, what is pharmacology, what is pharmacokinetics, what is pharmacodynamics, some basics and fundamental topics we will discuss today in this lecture. So from that I can go for slide by slide and I can explain you to everyone. You can see the from first onwards. Sorry, I will show you protein drug interaction studies. You can see that basically I am very interesting to look to chemistry, learn chemistry and think chemistry and practice chemistry myself Ramesh. Okay, you can see the first slide, then we can understood the study of protein drug interactions is a pivotal importance to understanding the structural features essential for ligand affinity. You can from the first point you can understood protein drug interaction studies are very important. So you can see the structural changes of the protein and ligand affinity and how the ligand is interact with the protein. What is the binding affinity? Those things you can find out. Finding of this is a difficult challenge nowadays to protein drug interaction studies. You can come to the second one point. The binding between the bioactive compounds and the protein plays a important major role like therapeutics and preventive approaches. If you see that binding between bioactive compounds like whatever any drugs like plant, we are isolation some drugs from the plant. There's if you interact with protein and then how it is applicable in therapeutic and preventive approaches, you can find out from that. And another one point, you can see the third one point. In the first place, the fact most drugs carry out their action through the direct modulation of the activity of protein and protein complex. And you can see that next one slide, in next one point, in the first place, in fact most drugs carried out their action through the direct modulation of the activity of protein and protein complex. Just this you can understood that how the protein drug interactions will happen. This is the basic introduction data. You can see that for that more understanding I wrote some more point. Moreover, the several proteins regulates the transport and distribution of drugs in an organism, tissues or cells. You can see these points are pretty interesting point. See, moreover, the several proteins regulate the transport and distributions. If you see that, you can once you will drug administrate our body, how the drugs will absorb, how the drug will distribute, how the drug will excrete. These systems will how interact with the drugs, our cell, our body. These things we will understood from this protein drug interaction studies. Therefore, they detail understanding the molecular mechanism underlying the formation of drug or protein complex and of the variation induced by this interaction on protein activity and the interactome is one of the utmost importance to drug discovery, pharmacology, pharmacotoxicology and medicinal chemistry studies. If you see that the protein drug complex system, especially it is useful, it will be shows the drug discovery and the pharmacology and pharmacotoxicology. These studies you can implicable. And you can see this further, the drug diffuse across the cell membranes from a region of high concentration like gastrointestinal fluids to one of the low concentration like blood. So once you will take the drug our body, the drugs will start to absorb and they start to diffuse. Means in the nothing but of high concentration to it will move to lower concentration. So the drugs will be moved to our body like that system. Then you can see that for example gastrointestinal fluids to the low concentration blood. So diffusion rate is directly proportional to the gradient but also is depending on the molecule's lipids solubility. Example size, degree of ionization and the area of absorptivity surface. These are the factor of diffusion. What are the factor involving to drug diffuse? You can see for the next point, the binding of drugs with proteins. If you see, the binding of drugs with proteins in the bloodstream is an important process in determining the eventual activity and fate to such drug once they have entered the circulation. Once the binding of drug with protein like blood serums, albumin like proteins, as important process to determine the eventual activities. If you see what is the purpose of you are taking drug, you can control to our temperature or control to some pain, relax, these things. So it should be circulate to our total body, that called is eventual activity will be happen. In this interaction in turns help control the distribution rate of excretion and toxicity of drugs in the body. If you see the 100% of drug, it will be not completely interact to that other cells or tissue, it may be caused to the toxicity also. Okay, and the aspirin is one of the best example to highly protein bound. The major metabolites salicylates highly protein bounds, 0 means 90% or 80%. So if you see the protein drug interaction studies, aspirin is the one of the best drug, the one of the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. The aspirin is completely bind with the proteins and it will be bound with 80 to 90%. Aspirin is one of the group of drugs called as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. It's widely to relieve mild to moderate pain and inflammation. So aspirin is mostly used for the pain relapse and the inflammation purpose. They will use the aspirin. Okay. Sorry. You can see the next slide. Next, you can see what are the types of drug interactions. You can see here 3 types of drug interaction. One is the drug-drug interaction, drug-food interaction, drug-disease interaction, and drug-protein binding may vary from 0% of lithium to 99% keto log. So, but it only to bound the drugs, free drugs, and the pharmacologically active. So, mostly 3 types of drug interactions will happen. One is the drug-drug interaction, drug-food interaction, and drug and disease interaction. You can see that some drugs are capable of binding to blood cells, but the predominantly binding is to serum protein, primarily albumin. Okay. The fraction of free versus bound drugs in serum is influenced by endogenous and the exogenous compounds that complete with the drugs for binding to albumin or the other proteins. The protein drug interaction is a physical attraction between the protein and drug molecules which greatly influence the action of drugs. You see this from these 3 points, you can understand how the protein drug interactions are happening. What is albumin proteins? Albumin protein means that protein will be present into our blood. Okay, so these things will be happening to our body, this mechanism. You can see for more understanding detail we will go for the types of drug interaction, each and every point. You can see there are several different types of drug interaction to be aware of. Let's explore each one a little further. So drug-drug interactions, drug-food interaction, and drug-disease interactions. You can see that here drug-drug interactions. The drug-drug interaction is when there is an interaction between 2 or the more prescription of drugs. One example is an interaction between warfarin, homidine, and the anticoagulant and blood thinner, and like these drugs, antifungal medication take care to 2 drugs together to lead to the potential dangerous increase in bleeding. If we see that drug-drug interactions will happen, mostly sometimes you will example if you see here, then it form to our body. Next you will see drug-food interactions. This happens when food and beverage intake alter the drug effect. For example, some strains used to treat high cholesterol can interact with grapefruit juice, and in person who takes to one of the strain drink a lot of grapefruit juice, too much of the drugs, and may stay in their body, increasing their risk for liver danger or kidney failure. The other potential outcomes of the strain grapefruit juice interaction with the rhabdomycins, it when the skeletal muscles breaks down, releasing a protein called myoglobin into the blood. So myoglobin can go to damage the kidney. This is the drug food interaction, and above is the drug interaction. Okay, you can see drug and non-prescription treatment. If you see the in this section between the drug and non-prescription treatment, these include the over the counter OTC, over the counter medication, health, vitamins and supplements. Over the counter head drugs may medication to solid sold directly to the consumer without a requirement of the prescription from the healthcare professional, and to oppose to the prescription drugs it may be supplied only for the consumer passing the valid prescription. You can see that the fourth one is drug disease interaction. Drug disease interaction. The interaction may occur when the medical conditions make certain drug potential harmful. So drug disease interactions are a situation where the pharmacotherapy used to treat the disease cause worsening like other disease in a patient. Okay, you can see the protein drug interaction is a physical interaction between the protein and drug molecules which greatly influence in the action of drugs. In order to drug to act upon the receptor and to be metabolized by an enzyme, it is most first to be bound to receptor protein or enzyme. The study of drug interaction with the receptor protein is extremely difficult, and for the reason model system the serum protein are utilized. You can see the another type of strong bond is called coordination covalent bond, and is found in the formation of a complex with the formed by the several atoms such as the nitrogen, sulfur and oxygen clustered about the central metal atoms. Don't drink grapefruit juice if you are taking any of these medication unless advised to by your doctor. You can see next one topic is very important. What are the physical methods? Protein drug interaction study is characterized by the following methods. What are the, I wrote here 16 methods. This method is mostly biophysical methods used to investigate the protein drug interaction studies mechanism and how much they interact, what are the bonds are involving. These methods biophysical techniques are used, and spectral studies, optical methodologies, optical spectroscopies also it will be used here. First one you can see that here NMR spectroscopy, and second one UV visible spectroscopy, third one is CD means circular dichroism spectroscopy, Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy FTIR, and steady state fluorescence spectroscopy, and 16th one is saturated transformer diffuse STD NMR spectroscopy, 7th one is molecular docking study, 8th one is MD simulation and root mean square deviation RMSD, root mean square deviation RMSD. 9th one is NMR based screening, diffusion NOE pumping. 10th one is pulse field gradient NMR, pulse field gradient NMR. And 11th one you can see time resolved fluorescence lifetime spectroscopy or time correlated single photon counting spectroscopy. 12th one ITC isothermal titration calorimetry. 13th one dynamic light scattering, and 14th one differential scanning calorimetry DSC. 15th one biological antimicrobial activity. 16th one faster resonance energy transformer FRET. These are the mostly useful protein drug interaction biophysical techniques. You can, from each one techniques you can find out the different information of protein drug interactions. Okay, you can see next one, what is pharmacy. The pharmacy is, I can give you some new terminology related to that one. What is pharmacy? Pharmacy may be defined as a branch of science and technology involving the section the identification and standardization, preparation,